Family Islands.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Gentlemen, take your marks. Set.
A great evening and the 7th episode of Track World with Alpheus Finlayson. It is the 22nd of June, 2021. A very great show is promised to all those over the world. And my brothers and sisters, we are on the road to Tokyo. I'm seeing all over the world and the Bahamas are on the road to Tokyo, my brothers and sisters. And I tell you very truly that most track and field, what I call it, enthusiasts, it's a love of the Olympics queen. So there is no other sport that captures the Olympics as much as we know. And I'll tell you this. I'll tell you that, my brothers and sisters, that we are now, how do I put it, give kudos to those who made the United States Olympic trials. Oh, it was unbelievable. I give Allison, at 38, the will to be in the 400 meters. Remember, in 2016, Shawnee Miller-Weebo just etched her out. But Allison made an unbelievable comeback. She'd had a baby. Her baby is 2 now. And she had challenges with the baby. The baby had challenges. And it's unbelievable that she made. It seemed as though she was not going to make it. But she came out of that lane and ran like something else. And she was one of them that made the comeback. And this is now her 5th Olympic Games. Would you believe that? At the age of 38. Queen Harrison, ladies and gentlemen, won the 100-meter hurdles. The first time in an Olympic Games. She will be competing in the Olympic Games. Would you believe this? She never made an Olympic Games, but at some point, she set a new world record in the 100 hurdles. Her husband is Will Clay, and he's also on the team, a great triple jumper and a long jumper. I met Clay at the World Championships in Daegu, Korea. He held up his Bible for all to see, all the press, and he said, this is what it is all about. And I respect him so much, my brothers and sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, Track World is sponsored by Vaughn Culmer Associates, an insurance agency, Sunshine Insurance, Sun Oil Limited, Arawak Homes, Freeman DeVoe of Pairdale, my good cousin, who works in the oil business, couldn't do anything in the oil business. And Pairdale, I said, my good cousin. And I'll tell you this, we don't have any non-good cousins. All of them are good. My bestseller book, From Vancouver to Athens, 50 Years of Bahamian International Track and Field Competition. Kalina Insurance, where I have been a financial services representative for more than 40 years. My daughter, Alexis Hannah, is my business partner. And the A in the A team is for Alpheus. The other A in the A team is Alexis. And I said, she is my business partner. Finally, at the Garden of Eden, each Friday evening, I suggest you bring your friends and family to enjoy the most wonderful sushi. The competent authority gives us until 9 or 11 o'clock to get home. So you don't have to rush. You do not have to rush home. Now we are going to go to a break, but when we return, we will begin a most exciting conversation. And now we go to our first break.
Hello from the Shell Fuel Labs, where my team of dedicated scientists develop Shell fuels for your car.
For over 100 years, fuels innovation has been at the heart of everything we do.
Since our first ever branded petrol in 1907, we've broken records, supported Ferrari F1 to win Grand Prix, and pushed our fuels to the limit.
Now, every time you fill up a Shell, your engine will benefit from our passion for innovation, helping you to get the most out of every tankful.
With over 100 years of quality fuels innovation,
You can be sure of Shell.
Yay! Hey!
It's Bernard F. Hanna and Philippa Arnott Willie.
Track and field are in swing. They're getting ready to do their thing. It's the Olympics trial featuring the better of the best.
It's the B3A 2021 National Junior and Senior Track and Field Championships, scheduled for June 25th at 5:30 a.m., June 26th at 10 a.m., and June 27th at 2 p.m., right at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium.
Get excited, get ignited, because you will truly be delighted by the performances of the likes of Shawnee Miller-Vibo, Stephen Gardner, Wendell Miller, Serena Brown, and other Bahamian athletes who are coming from around the world just to compete for the chance to represent the Bahamas in Tokyo.
2021.
The new Guardian Radio app is here. Listen live to all our Guardian Radio shows and live video stream select programs in our studio. Get information about Guardian Radio shows and our hosts. Send messages, including text, email, and even call. All from our amazing new Guardian Radio app. Download it free today in your App Store for your Apple device or Play Store for your Android device. The all-new and improved Guardian Radio app.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back I told you that this is a conversation. And if it is a conversation, it is not a lecture series. So let me give you the numbers that you can call into. The number is 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. And the text line, powered by none other than BTC, is 422-4796. Now, as I said, this is a conversation, and we talked about what happened in the U.S. Olympic trials, and they're going to have a couple more days of that. But none of the Americans will go to Tokyo if they don't make the standards. And that is true. Now, none of our people will go to the Olympics if they don't make the standards. Some of them have already made the standards. And, you know, we are going to have some great competition here at our nationals this weekend. And I am sure you're going to want to come out, because we don't just want to see our athletes running all over the world. We want to see them running well here and then join in with NBC or whoever for us to be watching the Olympics. And you know this, I can spend a lot of time from work watching the Olympics, and it is going to be unbelievable. You know that plenty has happened in Tokyo. Tokyo should have been 2020. This is now 2021. And they have all kinds of challenges within the place, because they're not having any visitors come to the station, to the track. And if they have a 20,000 stadium, they have to a 40,000 stadium, they have to put it down, because they don't need people on top of people. So that is it. So tell me what you would think about the Olympics and the trials. So the numbers to call once again are 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. On the text line, powered by BDC, I say text now, not call in, is 422-4796. And tell me your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. And you could brag about who you think will make the Bahamian team. Anybody listening? You could brag as to who you think will make the Bahamian team. What do you think? Some family of yours? Some relative of yours? Let us know, please. And for those who don't want to call, you can text. And the text line is none other than 422-4796, powered by BDC. And remember, it is a text line. If you call into that line, I'm not going to answer it. Will not answer it at all. So tell us what your thoughts are, ladies and gentlemen. I think that the Nationals this week is just going to be unbelievable. And I'm sure each and every one of you will come to the stadium and see what our Bahamians can do. It is unusual that Bahamians, they run all over the world, and it's unusual for them to come to the Bahamas and participate. So I want to hear your thought of who you think will make the cut to go to Tokyo. And there's more than that. There is the World Under 20 meet in Kenya. So we have some people who are going to make that World Under 20 performance go into Kenya. And that is right before the actual Olympic Games are held. And maybe one of those who's going to Kenya may be able to make the Bahamian, get on the Bahamas 4x4 team, and we will see what happens. But please call in, tell me what you think, and tell me how you feel, and all of that. I do have a friend who would call, and Sparky, why don't you call? Sparky, you like to call? Don't tell me about the Valley. Tell me about competition, please, Sparky. I offered you to call before, and you didn't call. So tell me your thoughts, Sparky. Well, there's nobody calling. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break one more time and have a number of other conversations, and we'll be back.
Hello from the Shell Fuel Labs, where my team of dedicated scientists develop Shell fuels for your car.
For over 100 years, fuels innovation has been at the heart of everything we do.
Since our first ever branded petrol in 1907, we've broken records, supported Ferrari F1 to win Grand Prix, and pushed our fuels to the limit.
Now, every time you fill up your Shell, your engine will benefit from our passion for innovation, helping you to get the most out of every tankful.
With over 100 years of quality fuels innovation,
You can be sure of Shell.
Yay! Hey!
It's Bernard F. Hanna and Philippa Arnott Willie.
Track and field are in swing. They're getting ready to do their thing. It's the Olympics trial featuring the better of the best.
It's the B3A 2021 National Junior and Senior Track and Field Championships, scheduled for June 25th at 5:30 a.m., June 26th at 10 a.m., and June 27th at 2 p.m., right at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium.
Get excited, get ignited, because you will truly be delighted by the performances of the likes of Shawnee Miller-Vibo, Stephen Gardner, Wendell Miller, Serena Brown, and other Bahamian athletes who are coming from around the world just to compete for the chance to represent the Bahamas in Tokyo.
2021.
When does a simple meal become exceptional? You guessed it, when it's made the Fresh Market way. We're talking exquisite cuts of fresh meat, succulent fresh seafood options, the best in fresh produce, and who can forget our exotic spices and herbs? Come on, get ready to shake up your taste buds and let our aisles inspire your inner food genius. Homemade salted caramel ice cream, egg noodle stir fry, time to walk and roll. Slow smoked beef ribs, oh baby! Remember, go fresh and craft delicious with Fresh Market.
Sign up for Cartwright membership and join the Savings Club. As a member, you get access to exclusive discounts on your favorite grocery club packs, appliances, electronics, outdoor living, and so much more. Whether shopping for your home or business, you can enjoy low warehouse prices on quality name brand products. Your Cartwright membership also allows you to save at other participating businesses, and Gold Card members can earn an annual 2% reward up to $500. Sign up for the Cartwright membership card today and let the savings begin.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am still awaiting somebody to call and talk about our Nationals this weekend. But what I want to do is to say about great is thy faithfulness. I guess we do have somebody on the line. Good evening, young man.
Good evening, Hawk. How you doing? This is Jude Smith. How you doing?
Oh, hallelujah. Praise the Lord, Jude. How you doing? You in Grand Bahama. How's your brother?
He is fine.
The sprinter.
Fine. He's right there praising the Lord.
Oh, that's what, and you are doing the same thing.
Yes, my brother. Yes, my brother.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts?
I didn't catch all of the U.S. track and field. One question, is Coleman out? Or because I didn't see him in the 100.
He's running the 200. Coleman. You didn't talk about Coleman. Which one is Coleman?
The one who's the short guy who used to run the 100. Remember, he
ran it at the World Championships. You're talking about somebody else.
But I haven't heard of him in a little while.
Well, he may not. Let me tell you this. The people get ready not for the World Championships. People who haven't run again and again, they won't be in the Olympic Games. We have some Bahamians who we don't know about. They want to be in the Olympic Games and they will come home and make the trials. Now, some of them can't think them because it's where they born and you have to write this and that and the next thing. But the trials are going to be something else. You could fly down from Grand Bahama. It don't cost much, man. You in Grand Bahama or here?
I'm here in Nassau. I'm in Nassau.
Oh, my brother.
No, I'm going to come to the trials. No doubt about it. I want to be there. I haven't heard much but high jumpers.
Well, nothing has been done. They don't have any great performances this year, and I think maybe one or two of them may be able to make it because there's hardly any competition this year.
Yes.
And that's unfortunate, but that's life. COVID has changed everything.
Yes, unfortunately, because we had about 4 of those guys.
That's right. That's right.
3 or 4 of those guys there jumping over 7 feet, huh?
Yeah.
7 4, something like that.
Jumping high.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our man from Grand Bahama, you know who that is, who went from basketball to high jumping. And
Thompson.
Yeah, and 2 years ago or so, he jumped a distance nearly as high as Troy Kemp.
Right, that's the Thompson boy.
No, not the Thompson, out of Grand Bahama. Out of Grand Bahama.
Right,
8 Mile Walk. If you go into 8 Mile Walk, you will see the sign of him. Yes.
Okay.
He went to school in Missouri, and they dared him for basketball. They dared him. He couldn't jump 7 feet, and he jumped 7 feet. And that same year, he went to the Commonwealth Games down under.
Yes.
And then the year after that, he won the World Championship.
Yeah. But what has happened to our 400 miles? Like all of a sudden, since Gardner came on the scene, we don't have any more 400 runners.
We do have 400 runners. We do still have 400 runners. There's somebody here who is here in Nassau now who came for the trials.
Okay.
Samson Colebrook. Have you heard that name?
I heard of some guys. We have a couple of kids at Oral Roberts, and I can't remember if he was.
We're not talking about Oral Roberts.
Okay.
We're talking about Purdue. He is Norbert Elliott's athlete.
Okay.
And he has the best time in the 200 meters.
Okay.
In the 200 meters. Samson Colebrook from the Bahamas. Somebody was saying, well, he ain't Bahamian. With a name like that, his parents are born in Bahamas.
Right,
and related, the Colebrook fellow who was an architect? An
No,
architect.
I don't remember him.
Okay. Well, you're having a senior moment also.
Right.
But we have a number, man. We have a number of people who can make the team, and it looks as though in the 4x1 now, it looks as though we may be able to make it, and definitely in the 4x4, we should be able to make it. Now, the end of the qualifying is going to be the following week. So there's another meet in Nassau that will be great to come and see.
Well, that's good. I will be out to all of them because I just love track and field, and I've been watching some stuff on the European and so forth, and the U.S. But it's good to see some nice track and field at home. To see really what our leagues are doing.
But would you believe this? The world has changed now. There is so many people doing things in track and field. I can't believe it.
Yes, I've been watching the NC2A.
I mean, separate and apart from the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Things are always, on Facebook or whatever it is always. And then you look at the world body. Right. They have all kinds of things. You look today, you will see what has happened. They're looking at for the next World Championships, and that is in Eugene, Oregon, by the way. They will give the athletes more prize money.
That's great.
And that is great. Yes, but you got to go out there. That's the crazy place.
Trust me, I'm going to be out there, my brother. I will be there.
And I am asking for every Bahamian to go to Eugene, Oregon, because it's the first time they will have a a world championships, a real world championships in Eugene, Oregon.
Yes.
So you tell all your friends to come here and then to go to Eugene, Oregon, because I don't know, you can't go to Tokyo. I have enough.
Nobody want to go to Tokyo now.
I have enough points to go there. But what would I do? I would stay on the side of the road. I can't get in. I'd then go and then come back home.
Yep. Yes. Not waited.
Yes.
Not waited.
Anything else you think about track and field? But there are other sports going to the Olympics,
Yeah, I know. But like I said, unfortunately we can't get our basketball guys to come home and work out to really give us.
But we've been talking about that again and again, and again and again. So I don't know what the challenge is.
We have a lot of good basketball players, but we just can't get them together.
Yeah, well, they're going down to Puerto Rico soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I am saying is that we have the basketball people. We have plenty of them all over the United States.
I know, but
amateur and pro.
Right. So, for example, we have two guys in the pro. We have a bunch of guys down in the European League, and I would have thought at this point in time would have been ideal time, especially with our big man here in the NBA, Buddy Hield, and a couple other players, put them together.
And your man from Grand Bahama also.
Right, Buddy Hield.
No, not Buddy Hield. You know the other man from Grand Bahama? Aiden.
Aiden, right, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, we have, then there's a bunch of other players that's around Europe moving back and forth. And
all over the place.
All over the place, yeah.
But we can't get them here?
Well, that's always been one of our problems. If you don't put the money where the good stuff is.
I hear what you're saying, my brother. What about coaching?
Well, we have the guys away coaching. It's like.
What about the ones here?
I'm not, other than what's his name?
Your man out of Grand Bahama?
Right, yeah.
There are a ton, There are a ton in Grand Bahama and a ton in Nassau and otherwise.
Yeah, and then we have what's our guy named Gardner?
Yeah.
But it's
Rupert, that is.
Rupert. It's a matter of really You know, I would like to see one day when we have a line item in our budget that shows what I call respect for the professional people we have in sports. I mean, just a line item there. I don't care what the number is, but put a line item in there because we have too many professionals. I mean, track and field, every sport that you can think of. You know, the other day I look at it, I say, look, I'm going to have to get a different passport to play professional basketball.
Yes.
You know.
Well, let me ask this. Have you been to any of the world relays?
No, I haven't, you know. That's why, like you said, this thing is in Oregon. I'm going to make it a point. That'll be a vacation for me, you know?
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you know, they canceled the world relays.
They did.
Full stadium.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And the minister, the former minister, went to Yokohama to talk about having the world relays in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened or what didn't happen. I'm not a part of those conversations.
Right,
That ain't my business.
Well, I think that was a big letdown.
Mm-hmm.
That itself was I don't care what the cost was. I think it was good for our...
Everybody all over the world watching it.
Yeah, exactly. And see it once the name come up, Bahamas.
Oh yes.
You know, it brings back. Anyway, like I said,
well,
one of these days,
I do a particular show online called Track and Field Legends. Whenever you talk to the people, everybody wants to come to the Bahamas.
Yep, all the time.
All the time. And I have a friend who wants to come here in December because his wife's birthday is around that time. So I told him he is Greg Foster. He has he's the only one, won 3 consecutive world championships. 3 consecutive, and what is that? You know, he just got beat in L.A. at the I forget the name who beat him at the hurdles. But you know, it was real close. But people love to come to the Bahamas. And you know, a lot of the athletes come here and you don't know it, you know.
Yeah.
Unless they have friends here.
But you know what I keep thinking about? Just you take the Bahamas, you take Jamaica, just take in the Caribbean with itself. Look at the amount of world talent we have there. There's no reason why we shouldn't have a good. I know Jamaica have their event. There's no reason why we should not have a good event right here in the Bahamas in that track and field stadium.
Yes.
Just, I mean, you could get a whole bunch of them out of Cuba. You can get a whole, you know, it's like there's too much.
Yeah, but you know, let me say this. Other than the world relays, we have had a significant amount of events in the Bahamas. As a matter of fact, when we had the event that was right before the Olympics in Atlanta, the event that we had, when Amadeo Francis, who was the person and the head of this area, when we counted up the points, we had more points than anybody else. And we have had meets here, 2 more meets that I put together, meets that, what's his name? Stanley Mitchell, Shervin Stewart, and Duncanson. I forget Duncanson's first name, but he was involved in track and field. And we even had, what's her name? Veronica, who has won 2 gold medals from Jamaica. And she's trying to make a comeback now, 200-meter runner. Right. So I know also we're going to have a lot of coaches and scouts come down to see our trials this weekend. Norbert Elliott is here.
Right.
But I said the young man called Samson Colebrook. So we're really looking forward to seeing some great things over the weekend.
Well, let me say this, Hawkins. There's 2 days that I always say that we do not do good. We do not advertise. We do not push our events the way it should. I mean, those should be freebies coming on ZNS. They should be good PR. I mean, all of the radio stations should be able to push them. You know, and a lot of times we have events and it's like nothing is said on. First of all, the national stadium and on the national radio, and these things should be going on and on. There's no reason why those stadiums should not be full to the rim. Nothing happening in Nassau.
Let me tell you something. What is the name of this? I've done my 407th episode. What is the name of this show?
I'm not getting into it. I'll say it again.
What is the name of this show that I'm on now? What is the name of this show that I'm on now that you called into?
Yeah, it's the sport talk.
No, it is not sports talk. People said that before. There's no such thing as sports talk in Guardian Radio.
Okay.
Track World with Alpheus Finlayson.
Track World. You're right. Track World. Right.
So what do I do?
Yeah, you do it for Hawk. This is what you do. And if it's not for you, you probably wouldn't hear nothing else. That's my point. You do it, but who else does it?
Yeah. Some people.
You do it. I mean, listen, my point is simply this.
I hear you.
This is a big event. This is, and then when they go there and come back with everybody, yeah, but when you look in the stadium, there's only 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing to do in Nassau. You should have at least minimum 5,000 to 10,000 people in the stadium.
That's right. Now, let me say this. In 2008, we had the Scotiabank Olympic Trials. Okay? And we had an unbelievable number of people. It so happens that the HR person at Scotiabank told me that we should have this event. And when I went up to see a client up there, a lady told me that, Alpheus, I'm looking for you. Because she was talking to the Olympic Committee, and she said, well, she had to talk with me. But the stadium was full, and we made a significant amount of money then. 2008. A person who was just the HR person decided he wanted to do that.
You know what was one of the best events that I saw in that new stadium? Carifta.
Yeah, Carifta. Let me tell you this. Everybody loves Carifta, but we could have all kind of meets here.
I know.
We could have all kind of meets here. Carifta can't be the only one.
You listen, I'm with you. Track and field is one of the best sports. I mean, you get your bang for the buck. Whatever they charge. If you go to a track and field meet, you're entertained, you get the best performance. You get those guys out there, and trust me, you're not gonna lose anything. Track and field is. Anytime I see track and field, I can sit down and watch it for hours.
Were you at the 2005 Senior CAC event?
No, I was not there.
You missed it again. We did something that was revolutionary. I told BJ, the president, that we did all kinds of things. We did, number one, if you won a medal, then you would get an amount of money. We never had that in any place in the Caribbean, any place for a national event.
Right.
And the people got the money. And it was about $160,000 in prizes at the NACAC Championships in Toronto. And they got plenty of money in Toronto, eh? The athletes didn't get as much as that.
Yeah.
So we did it. And when people, Usain Bolt was, I guess, in second place then. And he got some money. As a matter of fact, him running here was just about the second best performance by him after he did the one in after he did his first one to do the world junior champion that was in Bermuda, I think. But what I am saying is that people got money, and we could do the same thing again if people who are interested to put it together, and we will have a full stadium. But we would have to have people who are interested and people who have the talent. There's plenty of people who have the talent. It don't mean that only track and field people have talent, in terms of organizing stuff.
That's right. You're right. No, we have a lot of good people that can put it together. Just putting the right people together, and like the fellow said, if you have the event, people will come.
That's right.
You have to have a good event,
You have to, well, people will come, but I'm talking about the organization. We have people who could organize, and it don't have to be track and field people, No. Sandy Sands, at the first Carifta we had here, he was in charge of the village. You know who Sandy Sands is?
Yeah.
And then he can still be involved. He is available.
There's a lot of people. You remember one time I said to you, and in fact, even now, we do our athletes injustice.
Yes.
As simple as you have all these guys going to Olympics. There's no reason why we can't sell what I call a big photo of them. You could put a calendar to the bottom. You could just put their name and a picture of them. I mean, those are things that, you create that, $75 that goes towards the Olympic Committee. But there's so many things that we can do and we do not do. I just say.
But you can't do everything. Let me say this.
No.
At any event, you would see a banner, you would see something. From long time, we had things from Carifta a long time ago. We would have, banners. I mean, not banners at that time, but I'm talking about something that people could see as they drive along the road. Right at the university, do you see anything that this thing is happening?
But, think about this. How much do you think a big picture of Shawnee Miller is worth for someone to have that on their wall?
Plenty.
Just like basketball or
Plenty.
She's a star,
yes.
Star of stars. So even the young kid, I mean, that is a picture that anyone would put on their doors. Oh, okay, I want a picture of Shawnee. God love. Those are things that will sell. Those are things that we should encourage, so that a youngster sitting at home, look at that one day and say, I want to be like him. I want to be like her.
That's right.
And that's.
I hope people are listening.
That's what.
But they could chime in on this too.
The same way they put Jordan on the door, and they got the basketball dribbling. The young kid says, "You know what? I could be like her too."
Yeah.
And that's what we don't do enough of. That's the point I'm saying. When we have our athletes that's performing, I mean, big them up at home, so that when other people come here, hey, this is a picture of Aiden Buddy Hield. Just make it good at home, so that when people come here, they say, look, you go in Jamaica and Bolt is Bolt. Bolt. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start doing it with our people, man. We have had too many good athletes come and go on. That is just, and once it goes like, boom, who was that guy?
I hear what you're saying, my brother.
Yeah. Anyway, my brother, nice talking to you, and we'll meet again, probably on the field next week.
I hear you. Do well.
Oh, take care.
So we're going to go to another break right now, but I talked about Great is Thy Faithfulness. That is a powerful song because it all goes with what we're talking about. And I also said that the song that I have that you hear all the time is Kush. And it's a song that I have been playing since I became the PR person for the B3s, and that was in 1977. Kush, and it's still good. And that's what I'm talking about. So I just want to ensure that you listen, and as you say, you come out to the stadium. please come out to the stadium and we'll see what is what. Now we're going to have a break.
Hello from the Shell Fuel Labs, where my team of dedicated scientists develop Shell fuels for your car.
For over 100 years, fuels innovation has been at the heart of everything we do.
Since our first ever branded petrol in 1907, we've broken records, supported Ferrari F1 to win Grand Prix, and pushed our fuels to the limit.
Now, every time you fill up a Shell, your engine will benefit from our passion for innovation, helping you to get the most out of every tankful.
With over 100 years of quality fuels innovation,
You can be sure of Shell.
Yay! Hey!
It's Bernard F. Hanna and Philippa Arnett Willie.
Track and field are in swing. They're getting ready to do their thing. It's the Olympics trial featuring the better of the best.
It's the B3A 2021 National Junior and Senior Track and Field Championships, scheduled for June 25th at 5:30 a.m., June 26th at 10 a.m., and June 27th at 2 p.m., right at the Thomas A. Robinson National Stadium.
Get excited, get ignited, because you will truly be delighted by the performances of the likes of Shawnee Miller-Vibo, Stephen Gardner, Wendell Miller, Serena Brown, and other Bahamian athletes who are coming from around the world just to compete for the chance to represent the Bahamas in Tokyo.
2021.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we had one or two athletes who were planning to come, but since they just came to Nassau, they have to work out. So I really appreciate them. I understand that what they need to do when they come here is get ready for Friday. Get ready for Friday. And I think you will not be disappointed, my ladies and gentlemen. Do you have somebody on the line? Okay. Looks like we may have somebody on the line. Oh, there's nobody on the line. So let's talk about birthdays. Two birthdays. One on the 21st, yesterday, was Kristen Kosicki. He was our person that took us around Paris in 2003. Oh, and he is an excellent person. He's a policeman, and he took the time off to take us around. And for the Paris meet, he also goes and he told us that he met his girlfriend, Debbie Ferguson. And Dodge say, it ain't Debbie, it's her. Oh, man, when he took us to the airport, he started to cry. It was just unbelievable. He started to cry, and he gave me a nice watch that I still have. So there's somebody on the line. Hello, how are you?
A godly day to the universe along with you, Hawk.
Pardon me?
I said a godly day to this dark universe along with you.
This dark universe is along with me?
A godly day to the universe.
I'm missing you.
You're missing me?
Yes.
Well, it's only a part of saying good evening.
So who is this then?
This is Bremen.
Oh, Bremen, man! I just saw you yesterday. You didn't need a ride.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, tell
you
me.
know, I
Yes.
was listening to you, right?
I told you to listen. You remember?
Yes, you sure enough did.
Yes.
But occasionally I'd be listening. You know, basically I'd be listening on Tuesdays.
Yeah, that's.
But you
Go
know,
ahead.
the gentleman in which your guest, right?
It wasn't a guess. He just happened to call in.
Okay. Well, he talked about putting all the athletes together and making something happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I wish would happen? That you all would put something together and name East Street after Elisha Obed.
I hear you.
Yeah, from water to water.
I hear you.
You
So
can't
who is
beat
going to
it.
do that?
Huh?
Who is going to do it? Let me tell you who is going to do that. Somebody in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you this. You know what the government does?
Uh-huh.
When you do something
Okay.
and it's good, the government wants to take over. So you got to do it and don't refer to the government.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to want to take things over.
Okay.
Isn't that the case?
Well, yeah, you know, because they want to be on the scene.
Yeah. So you could invite them,
Uh-huh.
but I mean, you got to do it.
Well, I guess.
And if you do it, they want to come.
Mm. Well, I'm gonna get in contact with some people as soon as I get the time
Mm-hmm.
and see what can be done, what would be done. I think, as you said, that I think Charlie Major Jr. is a good person to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how active he is now, but Charlie was a sprinter in Jamaica,
Yeah.
A sprinter in Jamaica,
well,
one of the best.
Yes, I know. But the last time I spoke to him, that was a couple of years ago.
Everything has changed.
Say that again?
Everything has changed.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, he was running the restaurant.
I know that. I know
okay.
that. So that's why I say everything has changed.
I got you.
Yeah.
I know he used to live through DeVoe Street.
Yeah, where his,
Off East Street.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if I could work with something. And I know a couple of old boxes, and I'll see what can be done.
Old boxers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they ought to be out.
Yeah, well.
Well, let me tell you something. I had the opportunity to see this lady, and I like to ask who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Guess the name was, I'm trying to remember the name now. Oh, Lord. It's somebody that was a real good boxer. Sonny Boy Rule. Is there somebody called Sonny Boy Rule? Something similar to that?
Baby Boy Rule.
Baby Boy Rule. That was her husband, and she's bragging about it. And I felt good to have, because he used to, where we live? Carew Street, the Birdland.
Birdland, right.
The Birdland, yes, the Birdland, yes.
But
yes.
I think he had died, right?
He died, yes.
Yes.
He died, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
because he used to live in the Camp Road area someplace.
In the Camp Road area, Camp Road area. There are all kinds of boxes, man. It's unbelievable.
It's amazing how people, as long as you up and around, everybody loves you, but as soon as you fall, they're not checking anymore.
My brother, that is life.
Mm-hmm.
They don't check for me anymore,
Well,
only this radio show.
Well, thank God you are able.
Yeah,
the
I
good
am
thing
able.
about it, you are able, and you're still out there.
Yeah, and I don't need to ask anybody to do anything for me.
Oh man, that's
I do what I want to do and when I want to do it.
And how you want to do
and
it.
how I want to do it. But if they need me, call me.
Yeah,
but they never call me.
Yeah, that's the joy of life.
Yes, that's the joy of life. That's the joy of life.
What they should remember that immaterial of what they think and does, when a person is good,
mm-hmm.
they leave a legend behind in which no people can touch.
Yes.
And that's what they have to look at.
So let me say 2 more birthdays. I talked about our friend in Paris who said Debbie Ferguson is his girlfriend. Go and say nothing like it. You're not going to have Debbie after me. And then Stephanie Raming's birthday is on the 27th. And Ralph McKinney's birthday is on the 28th.
Okay.
What is significant with Stephanie and Ralph?
Uh,
They are both what you call it, Baco people.
Okay.
And you could depend on Ralph. Ralph don't fool around.
Right.
You could depend on Stephanie. Stephanie is the highest, official, track and field official for our area. She can't do anything at the Olympic Games, but she is the best in this area of the world. Nakak.
Caribbean?
No, I said this is Stephanie Raming, Pancho's sister.
Okay. Now let me ask you something.
Uh-huh.
What Debbie are doing nowadays?
Debbie is a coach. Debbie is a coach at Kentucky.
Okay.
At Kentucky. And who is at Kentucky? Rolando Green, Lonnie Green.
Okay.
Lonnie is one of the best coaches in the United States.
And Pauline.
And Pauline.
Okay.
But Pauline doesn't coach. I mean, not at that level.
Okay, what she does?
I think, no. She does some of her own things. She's doing a book and everything. And I think she still has somebody here who's she's coaching now.
Okay.
I think that person may be abroad, but they will have two people coaching her.
That's wonderful.
Yes. So just let me talk about debts. Tell me, you are a Saxon, are you?
Yes, I am.
So what about my boy, the Cud, man? The Cud. I just couldn't believe it. So let me say this. He's a Saxon. Where you all marching? The Prime Minister is going to allow you all to march?
Well, he was talking something about, basically paraphrasing, if you're being stopped, if you got the
vaccine,
the shot,
The shot.
you can. I suppose you can.
You mean the vaccination,
The
not the
vaccination,
shot?
right.
Okay.
You can celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people have that now?
Well, we don't know.
In the Jonkanu community.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
And you can't just go and get it, You get it, you have to have it twice. Yeah.
And then you have to have proof that you
Of
had
course.
gotten it.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you get it, they email it to you, and they physically have something for you to show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine is going to be on the 1st of July.
okay.
Yeah.
You already got one.
I already got one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be ready for the United States independent and Bahamas independent.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, more power to you. You continue.
But I just want to mention one other person.
All right.
Do you know a young man with the name of Rosie Fernando?
Rosie what? That's an elderly gentleman, right?
No, a lady.
Oh, lady.
Lives in Chippenham. Big time F&M.
I'm not sure.
She just passed.
Oh, she just passed.
Oh, yeah. She was about 88.
Uh-huh.
And she just passed. It was real, it was really something else.
She was a sports lady?
No. She was an F&M.
Okay. Well,
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Condolence to her family, and
Yes.
I wish the Lord will strengthen them
Yes.
to overcome.
Thank you very much. And we'll hear you next week. Thanks.